Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matthew Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matthew Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Welcome to the Johns Family Podcast for this week. Now, before we get underway, Patricia, Jack, how you doing? Just letting people know straight off the top, Cooper John is not here. He is in the jungle as we speak. He was in Joburg and now he's off to, where is he in South Africa, Trish?
I think it's an undisclosed location where they're...
First, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Now, letting people, he's not going on the show.
God, no.
Because he's not a celebrity.
Does he count as a celebrity?
No, he doesn't. And he's just over there, he's reporting for Colin Jacquiao. Is that right?
Good gig.
Yeah, good.
Not bad. Yeah. Him and Pete. Is it him and Pete?
Intern Pete, they're over there together.
You meet Robert Irwin, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Meet an Irwin's a pretty cool thing, I think.
I had a call from intern Pete this morning, 5 a.m.
How'd it go?
He was trying to verify a story that Cooper had been telling.
What was that story, if you wouldn't mind enlightening us?
He said that I'd kept his foreskin.
Did you?
No, we ate it, didn't we? We ate it with the afterbirth. We had it like a smorgasbord.
Oh, yeah. People do eat the
they eat the afterbirth.
not
I
us.
know.
What's with that? What's the nutritional... Is there a nutritional benefit? Or
I
is
think
it like
there's
a
meant to
spiritual
be
thing?
medical benefits in the afterbirth.
Oh, really?
Or the placenta, I don't know.
Yeah, because what they do, a lot of people, our man Carney
And
did
the
it.
cord.
What they did, they get the afterbirth and they give it to the hospital and the hospital put it in tablets.
Tablets,
That's right.
I've heard that. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Gives you a buzz like
I don't.
Eckies.
Yeah, I don't know what foreskin does.
Yeah, what they do, they take it to rave parties and they put the afterbirth in with like MDMA and give people a really big boost.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
Tall
animals
tales.
do animals eat their afterbirth?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yep.
there's something to it then. I
They
guess.
do. They
I trust animals. I trust, like, when cats and dogs, when they can sense there's a storm coming, that sixth sense they've got.
Yeah.
I trust animals.
Well, they say that dogs have got just about the greatest sense, even to the point that they say they can sense disease.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it's in there.
They can.
They said it's hardwired into them from times of ancient Egypt. 'Cause, pharaohs. When you got the Sphinx and you got the two dogs either side, they had them as companions, but also for their sense,
Wow.
sense of things. Yeah.
The Egyptians.
Yeah, the
They're
Egyptians.
Just ahead. Quick question.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on a tangent with it.
Yeah.
Pyramids, human or not human?
Oh,
Human.
wow.
To be made by. Sorry.
Oh, it's so perfect. I know. Did you know originally, Jack, the very top of the pyramid, the apex, it was, I think about 50 metres of it was solid gold, and they would point in the direction of the sun, so the sun would hit it every day and would actually light the cities.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
I've heard so many theories around it. It's just like, it's gotten to the point now where some of the theories are out of control. People saying it was a power battery for aliens. They came back and
wouldn't know.
You never know. But some great engineering.
Yeah, it is. I mean, how many slaves? I mean, that'd be hard yakka.
Oh, you reckon?
That'd be hard. Get the old slide rule out, and that would be extremely hard yakka. Look, on a lighter note, Trish, we've got a bit of a giveaway for our listeners.
Yeah, we'll be talking about how to win those 2-season tickets to the Knights home games.
Yeah, Knights home games.
At what stadium is it?
McDonald Jones
Stadium.
Been
So we've got
for a number of years now, almost a decade.
I wanted to say Marathon because clearly I'm stuck in the 90s.
I used to love that name, Marathon Stadium. Just made it sound grand.
I remember when it was at Energy Australia Stadium.
Yeah, it's had a few
it was actually,
incarnations.
Trish, it was originally...
Yeah, what was the original?
The original name was...
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't Marathon?
No, there was another one before that.
It was. But anyway, we'll get around to
Yeah.
it. But, so they're my life membership.
They
things,
are,
aren't
yeah.
they?
They're just for this year. We thought we'd give them to some listeners, so we'll tell you how you can win them. And you need to get in quick on it.
Yeah.
Because it's something you need to have listened to the podcast over the weekend.
So we're gonna
When
do
will we-
that.
We'll do that later.
Okay.
This is called a tease, Matthew.
I like it. It's good. Well done, Trish. Directing the director.
Now, we want to give an update. People are just curious. Basically, Trish, your leg, it doesn't need to be amputated at this stage. Okay.
No, but my meals have improved after I publicly shamed you last week.
Your meals.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure about
Saturday afternoon, I went to bed with half a bag of salt and vinegar chips and a half a bottle of milk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Lucky
Yeah.
you.
And you know the strange thing?
was-
You've actually lost weight.
I have lost weight.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, I think it's because I haven't been going to the gym and was so getting quite built up, you know.
I thought that, yeah.
I was worried about
Yeah,
that
I
getting
know.
too muscly.
I was walking down the street with Trish a few weeks ago, and they said, "Didn't know you were friends with Arnie."
Yeah. Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Remember, she
actually
says to me
wondering-
sometimes she was doing the flex with the back and going, "Am I getting too big?"
Ronnie Coleman, he's not
do
doing well
promise.
these days, isn't he? He's got the old walking.
Yeah.
Like they have to. A lot of those weightlifters, those.
I met Ronnie Coleman. He came on the footy show once.
Right.
Yeah,
did
he deadlift 2 cars, grabbed them by the bumper, and
Is that
did
all?
a deadlift. Yeah,
Is that all? Is it? What's your deadlift, Cobber?
A couple of trucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, you're impressive.
You look a bit tired, Matt.
I look what?
Tired.
Do I?
Look like you've been crying, actually. Your eyes are a bit red.
I have. I have been crying.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been crying.
Why?
Hook and twos. I'll tell you what, at the back end of the podcast.
Okay.
Uh,
Little weirdo.
yeah, I've been crying a little bit because I've got to be really careful. Someone chipped me the other day because on the Sunday night show, I said I'm a South man, and Newcastle's port.
No, you said you're a secret South man. I think
Secret
you said.
South man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a Newcastle sport. I said, oh, I'm a Newcastle man publicly, but I'm also a secret
Yeah.
South man.
Well, you do have an
South is-
affinity.
It's most people's second favourite team.
Yeah.
If they're not your team, they're your second favourite. They're a good team.
I'm
Good
so,
brand.
I'm so pumped for the game tonight.
Yeah.
they've been so off.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the
Are we going,
Roosters.
Cobber? Are we going to go?
Yeah, we're going to go.
Let's do it.
We're
Let's
going to go. There is monumental pressure on Coach Jason Demetrio. I wrote my article today. It started with, no coach on earth needs a win more than Jason Demetrio tonight. Yeah, it's only 2 games in.
I've never been to
but
Allianz
my
before.
God, the pressure is just building.
Well, I've never played or been at the new Allianz to even watch any sport.
The
So
new Allianz.
Oh, it's
I'm pumped.
beautiful.
This will be the first time
Or
I
a
even go
concert
to
or
it.
anything.
It's probably the first footy game I'm going to since I finished up last year.
Yeah, it's
I'm keen.
it's a great stadium.
It is a beautiful
And
stadium.
mate, these 2 sides, as you know, mate, you played at South for a couple of years.
Yeah,
And
I didn't play in any of those games, but I was around. I was in the squad, and I remember the game where they put they lost against the Dogs. The boys. It might have been 2020. Lost against the Dogs, and then empty stadiums. It must have been or half filled, whatever it was at the time. Lost to the Doggies in a really bit of an upset, and then the following week, Rusty gave them this rev up before they go out, and that was when they put about 60 on the Roosters.
Oh, that was
remember that?
That was
just before the final.
Was that the Gladiator
That was a
talk?
bizarre game.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. A really cool message. Like Russell just sat
Five.
there for it's like 5-10 minutes of just getting them ready to rock.
He could be an
and roll.
actor, I reckon. Russell.
Mate.
He's a profound letter writer, isn't he?
He's very good. Yeah.
He's
Hasn't
he's
he
very
written some letters to the paper before?
He's very well read. Like he's done a lot. Like he talks about the sort of the history of South Sydney and how it intertwines with Indigenous Australians. He's well read. Like he knows exactly what he's talking about. I've seen him go on some of the NITV and chat to a few ex-players like Dean Witters and a few players, and it's very impressive. Very impressive. He knows the culture very well.
Up against the Roosters tonight, mate. You can't write the script where they desperately need to win and they're up against the Roosters. South, they need a new system of play, and they need they've got to change their mentality. You know, they've got to rediscover that fighting underdog spirit that the club's renowned for and famous for. You know, my problem with South, and I've wrote it numerous times about it, Jack, is that, and last year, and encapsulates last year. Last year they went for a side who really lost to a side that really won in seemingly overnight. They've got to stop treating their talent as the mainstay of their game. You know what I mean? Like, the talent should only be the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. It's got to be about hard work.
Well, they
could borrow a little bit from the Raiders.
Yeah, well, they have. They're getting Jack Whiten back this week.
Yeah, but what I mean is mentality.
Yeah, I know, but they're actually literally stealing a little bit from the Raiders. He'll be a big help in the centres defensively because you know who they're missing, Cobber? Campbell.
Yeah,
You know,
Campbell Graham.
Defensively,
Yep.
last year there was talk just on the purely his defence. They were talking about him possibly going straight into Origin off the back of just his defence. Let alone he was scoring plenty of tries last year too.
Big loss.
So
But
Where
again,
where is he?
Sternum.
How long?
A long time, I think.
Here's another thing. It was a sternum from last year. Like, why
Yeah,
didn't they pick? Like,
I'm not sure about the
what-
details. I don't know if,
Yeah,
if
anyway.
they re-aggravate
Yeah.
it in the pre-season or what happened. But
A mate of yours, Dean Hawkins, comes in.
Hawko.
I feel for Lachlan Lillis. I sensed it was going to happen, and I thought that looking for that new system of play and more of a run game than a pass game, I thought they would have went Jack Whiten in there. But I'm happy for young dude. He's toiled away.
He captain of the New South Wales Cup last year, toiled away, and you know what? I'm very sure he's been offered some gigs from other clubs over the years to try and crack that first grade. And he's a Maroubra boy. He's just stuck strong. Him and Campbell are best mates. They grew up together their whole lives. Mate, it's so good to see. His mates, all locals there too. They'll be the first ones in the crowd. You just know they'll be having signs up every game, and probably a few of our listeners, they'll probably be a bit magged in the crowd.
Yeah, good.
Which is good to see.
We'll be two of them.
Great to see. But I think Lachlan's handled it very well this week as well.
He's
I
classy
think
kid.
he's very classy. I think, and some of his teammates have as well, talking about, obviously you're not happy for Lachlan, but Footy Dean, and they call him Footy Dean because he used to have a YouTube channel, right, that had footy clip videos where he would tackle his brother that's about 4 years younger than him at the time, smash him with tackling bags, and basically kick footies into his head, and then forgot the password. So up until about last year, it was all over YouTube, all these Footy Dean videos. So I like the way they've sort of got around him this week and said, you know what,
Yeah, good on
and
him.
he deserves it.
I met he's just his old man all the time. And
Yeah.
his old man would be very proud. South
His brother was doing it at Redfern there too. When I was playing there, his brother was working on the fields as groundskeeper.
Yeah, good on
as
him.
well.
Good
So
on
they're
him.
local family, and it's good to see because he definitely deserves it the way he led him to a conference.
Listen, we're probably talking too much football. I'll just finish by saying Xavier Coates is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The try, given the context of the game and how it happened, it was remarkable.
It's pretty impressive. Like I missed the game. I was out and about Saturday night. Sue me.
Yeah.
But I went and watched it the next day, and the context of the game as well. Like even the last couple of tries, including that one, pretty incredible to see. Like they've obviously done something in that pre-season, Melbourne, where they've just, no matter who's out, Munster's out as well. Nelson's not playing.
Nelson's
which big players. And I love what Trent Liero's doing at 13.
Yeah.
They've put him from the back row to 13. I think he's doing a great job there.
Yeah. I'll tell you who'd be absolutely filthy, right? Cooper Johns, because you are on fire. You are. If we had to do a Dally M, give a Dally M award for the best performance so far this year with the podcast, Jack, you've got it.
Thanks, boss.
You know what? He just maybe takes up too much space here.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
Yeah. What's going on, Trish? What's happening, mate? You got that? You're going to turn that frown upside down? Eh?
No, sorry, I was just clocking out while you're talking footy.
Sorry, Trish.
Sorry, I was having like a nap with my eyes open.
Okay.
What I wanted to talk about, because a friend was talking, I was talking to a friend this week about the fact that I couldn't get room service when we were in
Oh, no. Yeah.
in Vegas.
Yeah.
And she said she recently had to go down to Canberra for work. Didn't have room service either. So it's becoming a bit of a thing amongst places. I don't know whether places are using COVID as a bit of an excuse.
Yeah, but look, it's just too complicated with apps.
I know, but do you know what? Isn't that one of the beauties of staying in a hotel, getting room service? Like laying in bed, not having to use a food delivery service where you have to go and meet them at the counter
it's all
to
become-
pick up your food?
Yeah.
Is this a first world problem?
Absolutely, it is.
Just
However,
making sure.
but in future, whenever I book something, I'll be checking that they have proper room service.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't even want a QR code. Give me a menu, please.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to look at my phone.
Yep. It's been
rude.
the demise of the service industry right across the world, including America. American
America's
service
the
was
worst.
world renowned. Now it's horrendous,
It's
and they still want
actually
tips.
really bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, really, really bad. I noticed that this time. Usually, America, you could always rely on good service because they were being tipped. Now they just don't care.
I
And
went
still
to-
expect to be
We
tipped.
went to a bar. I mean, all the guys from Fox Sports, righto. We had our own section. We thought, yep. Literally after 20 minutes, we all just went and went somewhere else.
What? No service.
No service.
What?
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah, but you know what? You're a big group of blokes. You're quite intimidating.
No, they would be the prime target. I've done a bit of bar work in my time.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yep, shout out to the strip club there at Hunters, at Hunter Street in Newcastle. Eh?
Do they have strip clubs in Newcastle?
You're hilarious.
Do they?
That's where we met. Jack Johns, Glastonbury. They've released the lineup for.
Yeah, the lineup. It would have been really great if Jack decided to research.
Well, I can
we
start
do
it for
now.
you.
No. Yeah, you can start it for me if you like, but
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
jump on the back and
The big names are Coldplay and Dua
boo.
Lipa.
You love
Who-
Coldplay, Colbert, don't you?
Who
I
is-
hate Coldplay.
Who is Zah? SZA. She's supposed to be one of the.
Oh, you don't know Zah?
Zah?
That's bizarre.
Get him online.
Dua Lipa.
yeah, she's pretty good.
Is she?
And Coldplay. I'd like to see both
Where's
of them.
Dua Lipa? Is she English?
English.
American?
Yeah, she's
Right.
English. She's big.
Yeah, she's huge. She's great. But Zah, SZA, I've got no idea who that is.
Yeah. No, I'm not aware. How are we going there, Jack?
Sorry, man.
Don't bust your balls over
I
it.
really
Can I just make it
Zah. So SZA, Trish. Zah.
Yeah. Now, if I just want to let people know,
SZA, that's what I
if-
said.
If you are flying to going overseas, for instance, going to Glastonbury, just
I'd
a
love
word
to
of
go to
warning.
Glastonbury.
People are losing their shit on planes these days. I picked up the paper this morning, hard copy paper. So that's what real men do. They sit on the toilet and read the paper.
We pay for a digital subscription, so if you
Just
don't
not-
mind.
Yeah, I know. There were 5 stories. 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the paper about people losing shit on planes.
Really?
And 3 of them were on a certain airline, same airline.
Not on the same flight.
No. Going to Bali or coming back from Bali. What is that?
Yeah, right.
It is. But 5 stories in the paper of people just losing their shit on airplanes. What is that?
I don't know.
What is it? What are things on aeroplanes that could? There's nothing on an aeroplane that could basically send me over the edge. Even if someone what are the things?
Claustrophobia?
No, but it's people fighting.
You know,
Really?
you know what could actually send me that? I do, not often, but I do, and I don't want to bag out the air hostess, but I've had a few times where I've had, and it's a hard job. They've got a hard job. You're dealing with a lot of people, but I've had some very rude ones over the years that make you go, wow, not very nice.
We had a
It's a
very
job
strange
where you
one one
need
day.
to be very socially aware, and some of them couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Some of them really couldn't give a shit.
And
a lot of
that's
the
probably-
American airline people have
And I imagine, like, if I was to be an air host, you'd sit there and you'd probably get conditioned. You'd have some, over the years, you'd have some stories.
yeah.
You'd have some absolute...
But you can't carry
Can I
that
swear
on.
on here, Cobber? I keep forgetting. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Go for it,
You deal
Latrell.
with some wits.
Yeah.
I reckon.
But
I
you deal
feel
with quits everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess you're in a confined space.
Yeah, confined space, and everyone's super close.
An old teammate of mine, his wife worked as an airline steward, and she said some of the things, like she was telling a story once. It happened a few times where they give out the hot towels.
Yeah, I hate those.
Right, the hot I love the hot
Is
towels.
that
They're
an
too
old thing,
hot.
is it?
Oh,
Plane?
In
They,
national
they mightn't do it in economy, Matt,
yeah.
anymore.
Sorry. Sorry, Cobber. Yeah, right.
No, and it's on an international flight. They don't
right.
do it in domestic.
No, they do it. They do it in.
No, they don't.
Anyway,
No, not
but
domestically.
she was handing out hot towels and handed out to a guy, and then went back to collect them.
What do you want to keep
And
it?
and the guy went, "Oh, hang on a second. Put the hot towel.
Please don't demonstrate.
Rubbed his balls and then handed it back.
I would have just went.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
a bit.
crook.
That's pretty crook stuff.
That is crook stuff.
I've got that lineup for you, Cobber.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got I'll read the headliners for you on the different days.
Zava playing?
Yes. Zah, Dua Lipa, Coldplay, Shania Twain are headlining.
Oh yeah, cool.
The
Yeah,
pyramid
not so
section,
cool.
which
Not
is
so
the big
Again,
set.
country music.
The other sets you got Disclosure. I know you'll love Disclosure, Cobber.
Never heard of.
Your favourite. Yep. You've got
Give me some old bags.
another. We got Justice.
Justice Crew.
No, not Justice Crew. Look,
They dance.
London
Matthew.
Grammar. I could name a lot, but the demographic, nothing but.
But do you
thieves.
know
You
them?
know them, don't you, Cobber? I know them. I just don't think you know them.
Yeah, I'm sure
And
I do. But I
don't-
thought that was the beauty
What
of
about some
Glastonbury.
for
It had
the
the
oldies?
old.
What about some old toe tappers?
Yeah, I thought they
Shania
had.
Twain. Cindy Lauper.
I love Cindy Lauper.
There you go.
Yeah, I would go and watch her.
Yeah, she'll be there. Your favourite LCD sound system, Cobber?
Oh wow, sick for those cats.
Yeah, them cats are really down your alley. Look,
Or even up
not,
the alley.
not the best lineup. I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie.
nah.
Not the
Yeah.
best line, but not bad. Coldplay bring their own whole, spectrum.
Yeah, we
of
happened to
audience.
the mega band that would play there, like Oasis, but remember those?
Last year was pretty good.
Yeah, last year's was exceptional.
The last year they had I'm pretty sure last year they had Arctic Monkeys, Guns N' Roses,
Yeah, it
Elton
was
John.
massive.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure Crowded House played.
Do you remember, Jack, we met with some people who are insiders in the music industry, and they told us that Oasis are getting back together. They told us,
And they're a good source too.
I hope
They know.
so.
very, very good source.
I
They
really
know.
hope so.
Which should be good.
Aeroplanes, yeah, it would be good.
Aeroplanes?
Aeroplanes, it's things that piss me off is when people have no spatial awareness. They get the elbows in.
Okay, what are the rules?
Yeah, what is the rule for
what's
the middle
rule?
seat?
Yeah,
It's
middle
like the
seats.
knife and fork. I
Talk.
think you have it. Boom, to the right. Everyone, it's yours to the right.
Oh, okay. Are you a window or an aisle man? Because I'm an aisle
Oh,
man.
I'm aisle. 'cause
I'm a window.
I'm petrified about my bladder.
No,
with
because
you.
those people, the bloody with their trolleys, they bump into your arms. I've
Oh
got long
no!
arms.
Do they?
Yeah,
or they
they
bump
do.
into your ankles? Don't. But those.
I saw on my flight back from London after Christmas, I saw a lady. She was just in front of me, and us. And when like everyone's asleep, and if you're up, you can sort of see everyone. You can see who's up because you see
Yeah.
their head sort of going side to side.
Yep.
And this lady right in front of me, she's on the window seat. You just see her going like looking to the left, back at it, looking at the left again, and there's two people to the left of her.
And she's
then
dying for a pee.
That are out like lights.
Oh.
And next minute you just see her do the old bump. No one responds. So you see her take the little blanket off, maneuver herself to getting her feet on the thing, and she's had to go over.
Oh wow! Good effort.
Oh, I do
Great
that.
effort. Great effort.
I do that all the time.
I've never
Over
seen
two
you do
butts
that.
hard.
Yeah, I've done it.
One you can do.
No, I've done it.
I've never seen you do that.
I've got very long legs. I cl- like.
Oh,
climb
no,
right
but you
over
wouldn't
it.
be able to do
Kermit
it at
the
the
Frog
moment.
legs.
I don't think you'd be able to.
Gee, I hope you don't get an injury soon, Matt.
Oh, Trish, I'm injured all the time. It's just that I don't whinge about it.
Oh. Well,
Oh, yeah.
God is going to strike you down, mate.
Yeah.
lightning.
I'll tell you what we're going to do on that note. Let's just take a quick break and just a bit of self-assessment. Welcome about the John's Family Podcast. Gav is just regaling us with things that make him lose his shit. Gav,
On a plane?
sometimes you've got to pay for peanuts, mate, okay?
Yeah.
You just got to do it. Or Gav was saying when people take your luggage space up
Up
there.
above your
Up
seat.
above. Yeah, especially look if they're jammed in there, if they've got one piece of luggage and they put it, some people just get on there. Honestly, like they're Imelda Marcos, and they just jam all they just
Yeah.
put their bags everywhere.
Well, is that? Well, I guess it is. I never thought about that. Like, obviously, it suits you to have your luggage right above your head, but people that do carry on extra, I never really thought about that. Like that, I own that space above me.
Well, the rule is one up in the. You only get one up in the overhead compartment and one in front of you in the seat in front of you.
Right.
Underneath.
We had a
That
s-
is the rule.
And we had a strange thing one day. I'd love to hear from people,
Officially.
particularly in the airline industry. If it's the, do you remember the time that they get there? And I just had my shoes and took them off because my feet were really hot. And
Oh, was that weird woman?
yeah, I didn't want to say warm.
Oh, she was weird.
She goes, "Excuse me."
And it was just a domestic flight, wasn't it?
She goes, "Can you put your shoes back on just in case
For takeoff.
Yeah, for takeoff.
I've never heard such a thing.
Put your shoes back on for takeoff. But then she had it off, and then she kept looking all the time. And then I ordered, could I get a
That never showed.
toasty?
Yeah.
She went, okay, yep, no worries, and went down. About 15 minutes later, I went, how's the toasty going? She goes, it's coming. It's coming.
there are-
Never came.
And I said to Matt, ask this woman who looked like she had some sort of authority. She went and checked and she said, I'm so sorry. And she was doing some eye rolling. So, like, this chick was an
Trouble in
absolute nightmare.
paradise.
I would be surprised if she's still working for the airline.
I'm one of those people that always laughs during the safety brief, just because, like, as a kid, little rules like that are just so funny. I think when they tell you like the brace position, what the brace position is, like if you're on a plane going 1,000 miles an hour into the side of a mountain, the brace position would do all.
Yeah. I'll be honest
No,
with you.
it's when it
the seatbelt's the same.
nosedives.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Because
Even then.
actually, last week it was necessary.
Oh, really?
There was a flight Sydney to Auckland. It was some unusual airline name I didn't recognise, and it dropped dramatically. People had to go to hospital.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to being on a flight with you again soon when they're doing the safety briefing and I'm sitting there and they go in the case of emergency and the plane goes down, you go ha ha
Because you know what the natural instinct is for me? I brace myself backwards and hold the arms like that to sort of resist
Oh,
it.
controversial.
Yeah.
Get in touch with
but,
us.
you know, that's interesting you say that, Jack, because you were a nervous flyer when you were young.
Oh, when I was a kid. And
He
it
had
was
the
only
sweaty
way up.
palms, poor
Only
darling.
the way up.
Take off.
I've only just started realising that I actually have the condensation mitts.
Condensation mitts.
Big sweaty face.
Oh, don't throw stones there, Cobber. Yeah, I used to have really bad. Oh, just the way up. Just
Yeah.
the way up. When I was up there, I was good. And on the
fine.
way down, I was fine.
Yeah, it's
just
interesting.
on the way up, just that feeling when you're just leaving
That
Earth.
first bit, yeah.
It's just so unnatural. But I've gotten way better at it.
Oh, you know what the worst thing is? And I do it once every flight. I sit there and I go, this is unnatural. Something so big and heavy should not be in
I think
the
that all the time.
sky.
You're saying yourself,
Why
big and
is
heavy.
it? And I just have to let it go because
I think that
I'm
all the
there.
time. I just think that
it is so unnatural.
It's just crazy to think that.
Do you know a reality star
crazy.
once shit themselves on a plane? They got on
No.
at LA, took quite a heavy sedative, fell asleep.
Do you have a name?
and
Not giving it.
I know the name, but
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
going to say who it was.
Australian American.
Australian.
What sort of show?
I'm not going to say no. We're just
Come on.
No, we're not. I'm not going to go
Play this
there out
game.
of respect for the person.
No, but just what?
No.
Is it a maths?
I'm not going to.
Is it a match?
I love
it's
Guess
not.
Who, eh?
Anyway, so the person next went up to the crew
Oh,
and
God,
went,
could you imagine?
"Are you kidding me? You can't smell that?" And all the people back there, like literally gagging.
As they
And
would.
when they went down there, this person had literally shit in their pants.
Male or
The person
female?
was bombed out. The person was bombed out. They had to lift the person up, take them to the toilet, and change them like they were a baby.
What? The person still didn't weigh?
Still, it was like groggy. Like
Blue eyes, brown eyes.
I
no,
don't
just
know.
male or female, I'd like to know.
No, I'm not going to say.
Well, how's that going to
Do you know
remove
what
anything?
do you
Just
know
tell
what,
me.
Do you know what it was they took? What kind of
Thanks.
I don't know.
Like-
Look, I don't know how far it was, but it might have been Valium or something like that. But they were bombed out, and I mean, you got to be really bombed out to shit yourself.
Have you had many
Shit
teammates? 'Cause
myself?
I've had teammates that take sleeping tablets just purely because they're just not good sleepers, or a lot of people struggle to be
generally
away.
why you take them
No, but some of the
No,
boys
this is what
take
I'm
them
associated.
for kicks.
for they're not with their families, whether their kids sleep alongside them or their wives, so they struggle on away games. Have you had any stories where your teammates have had any incidents? Because I've roomed with one bloke who got up in the middle of the night and was walking around the room, opened up the mini fridge on an away game, and then went back to bed. And I asked him about the next day, and he had no recollection.
What was the ones that people were mate, people were getting up and cooking a meal. Others were getting up and getting there, walked out, and they were painting the house.
I have had it only took it one time and then had to go back to my doctor and said I can't take this. I slept, but the whole night I was levitating above myself, watching myself sleep.
Oh God!
Wow. Oh, no, I've heard
It was
I've heard-
horrible.
Sure,
I
that
woke
wasn't
up
the Eckies
exhausted,
you were
even though I was
for a
there.
little while.
Speed.
Tell what it took. I once had a nasty episode. I woke up and I had a medallion around my neck, and I'd actually won the City of Surf.
No way.
Yeah, just bombed out, just waking.
You're a legend,
Won
dude.
it, I know.
You are a legend.
And broke the record.
You
broke
are-
the record. I only got beaten last year.
You are cool, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really proud of you.
Now, what else? I tell you, I'm going to say something really controversial here.
This will be good.
I've got a new favourite day of the week. Where most people it's a Friday or a Saturday. My favourite day of the week now is a Monday.
Really?
Well, the opposite of Bob Geldof in that song, I don't like Mondays. I've actually loved Mondays now.
Well, you work weekends, right?
Yeah, but it's quiet.
Did you say Happy Mondays?
Yeah, I'm a happy Monday. Yes.
There you go.
I go for I go not a blue Monday, a happy Monday. I take Charlie for a walk. There's no one out and about. It's really quiet. And then Monday night, I always say to Trish, let's go out to dinner. We go out to dinner.
used
She
to
lets
be
me
our
pick the
little
meal.
night.
Last night, we all went for a succulent. Monday night, we went for a succulent Chinese meal. Had my favourite food, prawn toast.
Oh, it was good prawn toast
got-
too.
You love your
I'm
prawn
sick
toast.
for prawns.
Would you like it
Anything
if
that's
I
got
learnt how to make
prawns.
it? I'm sure I can Google a recipe. We should try that, Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, I don't destroy my
Imagine that. Imagine getting food poisoning and then just never wanting to get some prawn toast.
Well,
again.
we once went to a place called Alfred's or Stanley's.
in Brisbane. Was this Magic
Al-
Round last year?
Magic-
This is what you were talking about yesterday,
last
the
night.
other
So
day.
Gordon took us to a place.
yeah,
in
on,
Brisbane,
on
in
the
Brisbane.
Howard Street walls. Beautiful Stanley's.
Stanley's.
Yeah.
I got to go there. So Gordon, because Gordon's the mayor of all things Brisbane.
Yes.
Nappies
He's
and
mate with
petrol's
his
the only
mate.
thing he pays for. He got the head chef and goes, come out and meet the guys. So, how you doing? And he said, and he goes, what do you feel like? People, we hadn't read the menu, and I said, mate, I'm sick for prawn toast. And he goes, because it was probably high class Chinese. And he goes, we don't do prawn toast here. And Gordy goes, of course you could. Go on. So he goes, yeah, I will. Went in there, and especially maybe this prawn toast.
It was good too.
It was like prawns.
It was fancy.
And it had like coriander in it. It was insane.
Yeah,
That
it was good.
Mr. Wong's does a good one.
Yes,
It's more
it does.
prawn than toast. I like that.
I haven't been Mr. Wong's since your birthday, like 6
Oh,
years ago.
COVID.
Yeah, a long
COVID time.
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
So
Post
last
COVID.
night we had prawn toast. Tell I love Chinese restaurants do great prawn cutlets.
No, they were terrible.
They were unreal.
No, they
We
were
had
good.
prawn dumplings. We had Mongolian beef.
Everything else was good.
We had Seng Chui bao. You got to stop ordering the healthy stuff, like broccolini. Like come
Yeah.
on,
Chinese broccoli.
Yeah, come on. I love the
Yeah.
deep fried stuff.
You
I
do.
love it.
You love it. Like if you're going for a Chinese meal, you're not looking to balance yourself out. You're going all out.
I love duck pancakes.
Actually making me very hungry.
I know. Can we double up?
No.
Can we?
Yes, we could.
No, it's a one-off thing. You
I
can't
just go
twice
back
in
and
one
I
week Chinese.
just go back and have the prawn toast again. I'd be very happy with that.
I'm sick for prawn toast.
Sick for it.
I love
man.
it, mate.
Sick.
And you get the plum sauce.
Yum.
I love spring. I didn't go for the spring rolls. I love the spring rolls too. I am getting hungry. So Mondays are my favourite. I love Mondays.
What's your favourite day, Jacko?
And having a few beers. Can I
Oh,
just
sorry,
say
Matt.
this? And having a few beers on a Monday night makes you feel like a naughty boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're looking for those cheap thrills, aren't you, Colin?
I am.
How many did you have?
That's a good question.
You had 2 at dinner.
2 at dinner. I had, I don't know, 6 or 7 when I got home. No, I didn't. I had 2 at dinner, and I had 1 put together a rundown for last night. Yeah. So
What's your
3.
favourite day, Jack, of the week?
Of the week, mine would be Friday. Friday's a great day.
Yeah, Friday's a nice
Friday's
day.
a great day
Yeah, for
because you've
sure.
got a little bit of a buffer before Monday.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though now I love Mondays.
You got days to kill.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
I'm also a fan of Wednesday, halfway.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday,
Hump
the
day.
old hump day.
Yeah, I do. I like a Wednesday and a Saturday.
What would you say is the lowest day of the week? I think
Low day?
I think Tuesday's the lowest day of the week.
Tuesdays, yeah, no, there's
It's
nothing.
a sad.
For most people,
It's a bit of a
that
nothing.
aren't working Sundays, Monday's probably the lowest day.
Yeah.
The majority. But I'd say Tuesday is a low day, especially if you're working in the city. Mondays, I drove into the city yesterday morning. Mondays is actually, everyone's a bit slow from the weekend, so you actually get a bit more
Sure.
time to go in.
Sure.
But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, mainly Thursdays. Thursday's the busiest day because people are going for drinks after work. Everyone's working. If you're not working remotely, you're working Thursday.
Yeah.
God, I'm proud
How
of you
many
today.
people
I'm
ask-
really proud of what you're doing today.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
How many people are still working remotely?
A lot. Heaps of people are. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's. I think it's sort of like that hybrid system now, where it's a bit of both. You know?
Yeah, like 4-day fortnight in the
Yeah.
office or something like that.
Yeah, but not everyone.
4 or 5.
Obviously, there's you still have people that have to work.
Have to be on
Here's a
site.
If you're in the
Question.
office in the city, there's
Here's a question for you.
So
Could
much
you
time
work
saved.
remotely from home and use AI so you wouldn't have to work at all?
a lot of people do.
I don't know.
A lot of people in marketing jobs use it.
Just use
Yeah, but
AI?
how are they using AI without managing it?
If you're a copywriter in marketing, you're pretty much using ChatGPT all the time these days.
Yeah, but they still have
Whatever
to.
that is.
You have to check
Present
over
it.
it. You will, and you got to
That's
present
the
it.
AI
But
app, Matty.
tell you what, it saves some time.
Well, mate, that's
And it's
that-
accurate.
That was the big writers' strike in Hollywood because Hollywood studios are using AI to write scripts.
Well, it wasn't just the writers, Matt. It was actually the actors and directors as well.
yeah, they all went.
It was because they were actually talking about using footage
Yeah.
of the people of past, like people who have passed away
See,
as
that
well.
Was, that was the thing with Anthony Bourdain, that show in his life, Roadrunner. He narrated his own show, and they used AI
Posthumously.
by taking all the words he used in another show and put it together. People were questioning, going,
Is that
morally, is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
yeah?
Makes
I
you
don't know
think.
about
Now,
that.
Trish, the ticket giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, 2 nights season passes. This weekend, Storm versus Knights home game.
Yep. Sunday at 6:00.
Sunday, 6 o'clock. Get your signs ready. Now, the prerequisite is You have to hold the sign up at the game,
Yep.
and it has to mention John's family podcast. Mm-hmm. Now, it doesn't have to get on telly. If it does, beautiful. But but what we want you to do is post it to Instagram.
Yep.
You at the game holding the sign, so you're going to need a photograph there. Tag it with at Matty John's podcast. Also tag me, because then I can keep track of it, because I'll be
tag-a-thon.
picking.
It's all right.
Well, no, just because I'll be picking. I'll be finding the winner at Trish Johns AUS, and tag a friend.
Yeah, gotcha.
And let me say that get creative. Get
Yeah.
creative,
Come up with something. We're going to pick something clever.
Yeah.
Come up with something.
because everyone appreciates people getting a bit creative. So
Yeah.
So
it's
you'll
good.
have to post that ASAP after the game or during the game.
And it doesn't have to get. Yeah, I'll stress. It doesn't have to get on telly. Just
No,
just
it doesn't
put
need
it up.
to.
Tag us. DM us if you want to. DM and tag us. Whatever you like.
No, definitely tag. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, season tickets.
You
It's
need
going
to
to be a
post
good game
it.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Look, they got the Storm Sunday. Arvo's
Yeah.
games in Newcastle are the best games.
No Jerome Hughes, so we're in with a fighting chance.
Oh,
Do you reckon?
And Munster's not playing
After
still.
the-
Probably
What's wrong
not
with Munster?
Munster slipped over in the shower when they went in a pre-season camp, and
wow.
he's done
On
it.
Geelong.
He's done a
Adductor?
groin and an abductor.
They're
And
horrible.
they're really
Abductors are nasty.
there's lots of layers in the abductor, lots of muscles and layers.
Yeah,
and
well, that
they
goes
just
into the
can't-
groin, right?
Yeah,
You
they
had
can't-
that injury once.
Yeah, they can't identify exactly what it is. Some days he's good as gold. Others days he's struggling. Might be a form of osteopubis.
Yeah, it's something like that. But those injuries are hard to get over. Adam Elliott had one last year.
Yeah,
Took
they're-
him out of the first 10 rounds.
Nasty injuries. We're going to take a real quick break. And when we come back, we're Jack's Recipe of the Week. And Trish got a little story about a friend of hers. Now, welcome back to the John's Family Podcast. Last week, we had a promotion with the... Jack, explain it, the hotline.
Yeah, the hotline. So, it was. We've got a hotline number for our listeners to come in. And basically, over the weekend, and it's going to be usually weekends, because as I can tell, because I think the most popular time when me and Gav were going through it were messages about 4 a.m.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning at 4 a.m. So, people ring in, give us a little message. We're going to give you a bit of direction this week. I'll talk about that later. But
The hotline number is 0402 266 161.
Yeah. First tip should be make sure you speak into the phone.
Yeah, into the phone. And also,
With
please
clarity.
don't bother calling if you're in a club, because obviously we can't hear you. But I've got a couple here. Do we want to give them a listen?
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
put our headphones on, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Okay, well, just give us a second here, people. Just going to put the headphones on.
And you know what? Credit to these guys, because they actually got creative, because we didn't really give them any direction. So sorry for that last
It's a
week.
bit of an insight into our listeners,
Yeah,
actually.
it was good. And by the way, there was about 40 messages and about 75 missed calls. And also send us your texts. I don't mind the texts. They're actually quite creative. A lot of people putting their services ahead for you, Trish, to clean the house.
Oh, really? Well, I forgot to tell you. I found a cleaner. One fell into my lap like an angel.
Oh,
know if they
really?
do that literally.
Head
Yeah.
first?
Oh, do you want to hear the story of how it came back?
Not really. Here we go. The first caller.
Hey, Matty, Trish, and the kids. Just like to say, big advocate and fan of the podcast. I'm currently on the shitter right now. I thought I'd drop in to let you know that I've dropped a line while listening to your podcast. Keep up the good work, and I'll now use the toilet paper to wipe my old scrotum.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Wiping the scrotum.
Very
Wow.
insightful.
Dropping a lime while he's dropping a log.
Yeah.
Dropping
Very
a li-
tasteful.
Oh, sure he wasn't having a line and dropping a line while he's having a log or dropping a log.
Here's the second one.
Hey, look, I'm not drunk, but geez, that voicemail that you left is shocking. It sounds like you've recorded it in a potato. Yeah, I said in a potato. Now, I just listened to the podcast. Stop picking on Trish. Help your mum. Whether it's a sprained ankle or not, it doesn't matter. You help her. And Jack, you're pretty much perfect. I really like you. Cooper, you're just a dead shit.
I like that one. I thought that was...
I wonder why.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
And FYI, it's not sprained, it's torn ligaments.
yeah.
And Cooper is
And a bit of
dead shit.
flaking bone.
Here's... Yeah, exactly right.
Flaking, all right.
Here's the other one. Here we go.
Just wanting to let you know that I've cooked my missus the recipe of the week. And just to let you know, the final verdict was when I asked her, how was it? She goes, we should probably see other people. So thank you very much, Jack. Thank you very much. Now I've got to be a cuck in the corner. So love you guys. Love the podcast. Trish, you're my favourite. Cooper, good luck in retirement, mate. See you guys. Bye.
What does he say? Good luck in the what?
In retirement.
Oh, in retirement.
No, it's good. He was a good fella.
He did sound nice. Actually, our people sound nice.
Yeah, they do.
I like our people.
Sorry to the recipe of the week. I'll do it after this segment, and I'll give you some tips on how to fix that up, because I think you might not have been using the right pasta. But also, this week we decided to give a bit of direction on the back of this was an example, right, of a lot of the ones we received. Okay. I'll let you listen, and you'll probably figure out why.
Yeah, Matty. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, that's not what we want.
You sure? I don't know.
I love his energy.
Yeah.
That's going to be my. I'll tell you, the person who left that, I'm going to let you know. That's going to be my ringtone. That's going to. Yep.
Well, so this
Can
week.
you do that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No.
Well, that's them there. You can put these down.
Okay.
I think this week we'll give them a bit of direction. I think.
Okay.
And me and Cobb had a little chat. All we need this week is same thing. Call us when you're drunk, or if you're not drunk, or in the arvo, or you finished work, high, whatever you're doing.
Except sober calls.
Yeah, feeding your samurai fish. Okay, tell us where you're at and how many drinks you've had. Okay.
Yep.
We'll appreciate that. That's all. Keep it simple. Keep it funny. Be creative. We love creativity here, and. Yeah.
That's good. Perfect.
The hotline, there it is. I'll repeat the number for you as well. Actually, I can't see it, so Cobber, you can repeat the number for them.
The number is 0402 266 161.
We also actually received a message from a current NRL star that may have had some success over the weekend.
Yeah. He rang. He can't remember making the call. So he reached out and said, I think I made a call. I think I might have been crass. Please don't play it.
Hey, talking about, I've made a decision this week. I'm going to start once a week baking a cake.
Oh, wow. Big move.
Yeah. Matt, do you remember in Venice, I had the best cake of my life?
Did you say cake or cuck?
Cake.
Okay.
Remember that cream cake? It's a place called Harry's, which I highly recommend. The food was pretty amazing in Venice.
Harry's?
Venice.
It was
I thought
highly
you said we weren't going to mention his name.
Stop it. And
Well played.
it was the cream cake, and I'm going to make it. And I'm also making a Black Forest cake.
Oh, keep going.
Wow. They're hard.
Over the next two. But I've got the recipe, good recipes.
All right. You'll have nothing Spalding like it. Any feedback, Trish?
Just one little piece, a lovely email message that I received from Madison and her mum Shelley, who's not well, and it's been in treatment for some time, but she loves the family podcast. She looks forward to it every Friday, and it gives her a little bit of escapism, which is really lovely. So I'm sending out a lot of love to Shelley and Madison. And the people that are caring for you when you're not well, it's very difficult for them as well. So I hope you received your family podcast shirt and cap, Shelley.
Yeah, and a shout out to our dear friend that we went to her birthday at Manly Lee's Club on the Saturday.
Oh, Cassie, of course. It was her 21st birthday.
A loyal listener.
And a massive Manly supporter.
And she came down from the
Gold
Gold Coast
Yep.
to watch Manly play, and she
Yeah.
had her 21st birthday at Manly Lee's Club, and we
Yeah.
dropped in to say hello.
Yeah,
to
she
say hello.
did.
Manly got a great win for a 2 on the weekend.
I know.
They dug deep, going good.
Good game.
They did.
Great game.
Happy birthday, Cassie.
Yeah. Well, guys, good job.
Oh,
done.
hang on a second,
Have
Colin.
we missed something? I
We've
feel like
missed
we have.
we've missed recipe of the week.
Oh, sorry. That's
Jeez,
right.
I hope it's bloody
There's a lot of
bullshit.
constipated people out there who really need a turd.
Yeah, and you know what? Make sure you give them proper directions this time.
Yeah.
You can't just make things appear from outer space.
Well, actually, you can.
Let's
I don't
go,
know if you've ever seen David Copperfield. The pasta, I've listened to my feedback. The pasta, he mustn't use the right pasta. I'm going to teach you how to make your own pasta. Very simple recipe. All right. Flour, eggs, salt.
Going good.
Yeah. Flour, egg, salt. For every egg you use 100 grams of flour. Put it all together, make a little funnel out of it, And
Have you
then,
made these?
Did it. I've done it myself. Yep. And then mix it all together. Make sure it's all mixed through. Give it a bit of a battering, and then cover it in Glad wrap, and then give it 30 minutes of rest whilst it's been covered.
Is that in the fridge or just anywhere?
Yeah, just put it anywhere. And then go from there. Make whatever pasta you like, spaghetti.
Yeah, but you got to roll it out. You got to cut
Yeah,
it.
they'll figure that out. But that's the hard part. There you go. And that's recipe of the week.
Well,
Oh my God. You know what? If we were naming you as a chef, what would we name you?
Peter
Gordon Scamsey.
Peter Russell Cuck.
Oh, like the casual chef. Frickin' casual.
So, mate, hey, if you're going to do it this week, give us your feedback. If it goes bad, feel free to abuse me.
Righto. Thank you very much. Cooper Johns.
He'll be back.
When does he return, Trish?
He'll be back Sunday, so he'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
He'll be
Guys,
back next week.
look after yourselves. Speak to you next week.
Water the dog.
Feed the pets.
Talk to you.
Look after your elderly neighbours.
See ya.